pneumatic assist kit on a gun today. And I thought I'd do a little bit of review on the gun while I'm here, while I got it, and what I think about the components and such. First things first, the CCM barrel here I got on here is a carbon fiber one here, and I'm running the 679 insert on it, and or 675 insert here actually. And to tell you the truth, I'm not a big fan. The barrel is loud compared to other cockers that I've made and shot. It's really loud using the same settings as everything else. I mean, it echoes. None of my other cockers echo. The QEVs here, the Bell Cells QEVs, this is the second time I've worked with these. I actually really like them. The ability to twist is really helpful in the application of these. My pneumatic assist kit here just lets the hoses go where they need to go a little bit easier. The CCM regulators here, I don't know if there's a new school style or old school style, but this particular CCM regulator, I don't really think is all that much better than any other regulator out on the market for the same amount of money. Regulator's a regulator. I guess the question is where you want the inlet to be. I myself don't particularly like the inlet being up here. I prefer the inlets down at the bottom. Just lets you wrap your hand around there better, which is going to make it easier to auto trigger. Right now you're going to have some kind of strange grip around the fitting, and I don't know. Now these CCM fittings, this is the second time I've had the unfortunate pleasure of having to work with these things. I just really hate them. They never seem to seal as easily as they should. I mean, they're really narrow as compared to a standard fitting. But if you move it and it blows the O-ring out the bottom and leaks, it ain't no freaking good. So if you like to look at them and you can deal with the potential of not sealing quite right, or it's having a hard time with installing them, then that's great. But I'll tell you what, I'm not going to be running these fittings. 86 slider frame, a pretty rare piece of equipment. I don't usually get a chance to deal with stuff this rare, but to tell you the truth, I don't really like it. The trigger feels mushy. It doesn't really snap, or it doesn't feel real smooth. It kind of feels like squeezing pudding almost. It's not really my deal. It might be okay for a for a semi with pneumatics in the front, but for a pump, it's not really my favorite. Plus the trigger pull is really short, which might be good or it could be bad, because you don't really have a lot of adjustability in the hammer lug, so it has to be right on the very edge all the time. So I think it's going to wear out, or it might wear the hammer lug strange, and you're going to have trouble in the future catching the sear. The auto trigger here is similar to any other standard CCM auto trigger. The alignment flat for the cam, though, is in a different location. And the other thing is on these old school ones here, you can get to the other side, and there's nothing really holding this cam in place other than the trigger plate. So I'm concerned about wear issues on this trigger plate here in the future. The valve that's in here is a blue CCM valve. I think it's probably an older school type valve. And again, I'm not really a big fan. The newer valves work really great, the brass ones, but this aluminum one here with the I think it has a Teflon reg seat or a Teflon seat, poppet seat. It's I have to run this thing at almost 400 psi at 3 turns in from the back to get it to velocity. It's again, it's not really my favorite. The older ones are maybe like that. The newer ones are great, but the old ones here, not a big fan. The bolt's pretty much a standard bolt. The one nice thing is it has a hole in the top, which I think all the CCMs do, so that you can adjust the hammer lug without having to take the bolt out, which that's kind of nice. But it's a bolt. A bolt is a bolt, pretty much. Not really too much. I can't say it's quieter or louder or anything like that. So that's pretty much a quick and dirty review on this thing here, and the different components that I like and dislike about it. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice gun. But it's just not my thing. The trigger kind of kills it for me. I mean, you can still shoot fast, but that really short, mushy feel on the trigger, it's not my deal. I prefer the newer style, the hinge triggers, better from CCM. I really like those. But this slider just doesn't do it for me. So I'll just put some air in here and we'll just do a couple of shots that's what we always do. Oop. And it's still a really slim pull, just over 1/8 of an inch on this one, which I can pull it down just a little bit more. Actually, stick this in here. Yeah, got just a little bit of a leak. Get about half a turn off. So now we're about just under 1/8 of an inch. All right. Thanks a lot for looking. I just thought I'd do a quick video overview of the whole kit here that Deadpool sent me to put these pneumatic assist on. So that's the gun, of course. You saw that a little bit earlier. But he also got the full barrel kit and the swing trigger and the pneumatics, regular front pneumatics, silver pump handle, which is aluminum and is ridiculously heavy. I just thought I'd mention that full aluminum handle here weighs a ton. We also got the standard barrel that goes on these, and a blue LPR or ASA, which looks pretty dang nice altogether. Alright, thanks.